So, Dr. Hulk, is he ever getting up?
Well, he's stable, but that poison, it was really high tech. Its chemical compound was more complex than anything I have ever seen. Fortunately for him, his body seems to be built like it was supposed to last everything thrown at it. Had it been anyone else, they would have died at the moment the substance entered their gullet.
Fuck. The service would really need him now, considering the circumstances.
Well, yeah, I'm not the one to judge.
Of course not, Doctor. My apologies. Coffee?
No, thank you. Jim! Jim! What the... Jim! Jim! Hey! Jim!
Where is he? Where is Jack Stone?
This is almost too easy. Oh my. Where's Doyle?
Do you know who I am?
Admiral Hemsworth of the SBS.
Formerly of the SBS, Captain Stone. From this moment on, I'm the acting director of the MIX. Your boss. But don't you dare throw that H bullshit at me. We aren't in a spy movie after all.
No, sir.
Let's see. Jackson Everett Stone, born November 17th, 1989. Graduated from Sandhurst in 2008. 2 tours in Afghanistan, 1 with the Royal Marines and 1 with Special Air Service. Confirmed kills during Operation Herrick?
172, sir.
Right. Dozens of Black Ops missions all around the world. Captained in 2013. Recruited by military intelligence shortly afterwards. Youngest ever to be assigned with license to kill in 2014. Mission success rate around 100 since then. Quite the track record you got there, Captain.
Thank you, Admiral.
All that doesn't mean horse shit to me. I've read all the reports. I saw what happened at the dojo. You're a loose cannon, a beast off the leash. And that's in consideration, you're way too close to this operation. We both know you were friends with General Doyle. I don't want my agents out there chasing vendetta. Because that's what you're after, Captain, aren't you?
I'm not going to lie to your face, sir.
I know. And that's exactly what pisses me off so much that I've been ordered to assign you to handle this case. And quite honestly, I've got no choice. The PM would bring back the firing squad just for me if I decided to sideline the best shot the service has seen since Philip Krieg. Ignoring your recent physical evaluation tests would be foolish. By protocol, you should be thrown out the door and forgotten, given your pension and free visits to a psychiatrist 3 times a week. But you know this case, and we know your merits. We know what you're capable of. As much as it pains me to say this, you're the best man for the job.
Have you found him?
No. This may come as a shock to you, but by the time you know what happened, Doyle had already resigned from his chair. He was out of the country before he found you. Remember your neighbors next Christmas? Without them, hypothermia would have claimed you. A lot's been going on during your nap, Captain. Vortex kidnapped a Swedish tech billionaire's daughter. When the poor man refused to help them, the postman brought him a liver the next morning.
Christ.
Just one example. We don't know what they're planning, but I have a bad feeling about it. Like it's the end game. All these years, they've operated on Doyle's intel. I didn't understand how nobody caught the connections before. But fortunately, the MIX is the best in the world at digging up ghosts of days gone past. Howard Elton Doyle, born 1972. Joined the military in 92. Like you probably know, he wasn't a shooting star in the field, but always a burden to the trainers. Always knew a better way to do things that have been custom for decades. For some time, they thought he was just being a nitpick, but soon enough, someone tried his methods for the hell of it and realized they worked. He became an assistant trainer, soon a training planner and military strategist, promotion after promotion without ever firing a shot.
I could have guessed all of this, and yet I don't see how this helps in finding him, or for fuck's sake, understanding him.
See the code there?
Fucking hell.
What does it tell you?
Something about his past is so classified that even you, with all your might, couldn't print it. Hell, this code means that the Queen doesn't know shit.
Precisely. The thing about modern technology is that no matter how great it is, it doesn't know everything. But someone always does. Someone always knows. Someone knows what this secret Doyle did before his military career. But who?
His recruiter. Nobody with this code could ever be elected in the army. Somebody had to turn a blind eye. And whoever that somebody is, they know. They know why the fuck all of this happened.
That information shouldn't be classified, no. Here it is. Recruits by a Sergeant Isaac Addington in 1991. Let's see. Well, Sergeant Addington made quite a career, it seems. He's now Colonel Addington of the SAS. I thought the name sounded familiar.
I'll need to have a word with the colonel.
I'll set it up. But first.
What the fuck?
Sedatives. To keep you in check.
You've got to be kidding me.
No. I'm covering my 6. I'm putting you out there because you're the best man for the job, not because you're a bloodthirsty maniac. One of these every 4 hours and your judgment should be a little less cloudy.
I don't need pills to control myself.
Yes, you do. At least for now. Take them and go fight Doyle, or don't take them and retire. Good. I'll call Colonel Addington and let him know you're on your way to meet him. Now, it seems Addington may be one to blame when it comes to Doyle having a career in his business, but take it easy on him. He's the least of all worries. Use whatever information you can get out about Doyle's past to track him down and stop him.
You don't have to tell me to.
And Stone, remember, this isn't a revenge mission.
But it is. Sir.
Captain Stone.
Good afternoon, Colonel.
That's one hell of a greeting.
Your right hand would have killed you. Sit.
I'll take your word for it, Captain. I guess I had that one coming.
Talk.
Should have known that Doyle kid would come back to bite me in the ass one day. Before I say anything else, I want you to know that I had no idea me recruiting that boy almost 30 years ago would lead to this. Vortex. All of this. I can't sleep. I can't think straight. I didn't want any of this. Believe me, Captain Stone.
Don't worry. I'm not interested in bureaucracy. I feel no obligation to tell anyone about your mistakes, no matter how much I keep you responsible. What matters to me is what you know about General Doyle before he became General Doyle.
Well, that I think I can help you with, Captain. To make up for all the pain I've caused for quite some time. Where do I start?
At the beginning.
Alright then. Normal day at the recruitment office. I'm flipping papers when this ginger kid walks in. He looks at me in the way. You know the look. Only a man who lives to serve has that kind of passion in his eyes. I look at you and I see it. I used to see it in the mirror, but that kid, his look was so strong, it burned me. Back then I had an excellent radar for that kind of excitement. I knew that kid would make a good soldier, but at the same time, there was something scarily familiar about him. I just couldn't get my finger around it. We sat down, he told me he wanted to enlist, I told him his options. You know, you've been to a recruitment office, you know the drill. Well, I told the kid to wait and I pulled his records. I saw most of it was classified, no background or heritage. Thing on the damn paper was his full name and date of birth, which was really strange considering this was a barely 20-year-old kid. I had to tell him to come back the next day so I could check out what was up with him. First I thought, alright, this boy is the son of a diplomat. Okay, that's not too uncommon. Sometimes their dads work such jobs out of the country that the info just can't come across the table of a recruitment office sergeant. I didn't think much of it. But that same night, it hit me. I knew him. Did he ever mention anything about his grandfather?
No.
I made a few phone calls and somehow managed to find the file I was looking for. Most of it classified, but I filled in the blanks. Dennis John Doyle, born 1901, served in the Royal Air Force during the last few months of World War I under false identification. Became a celebrated airplane mechanic and later pilot. Dropped 20 during the Battle of Britain, but then disappeared for 3 years. Many believed him to be dead, but in truth, he had been sent undercover deep into Nazi Germany. His mission was to fly defectors into safety in the Allied territories, first to France and later directly to London.
The Royal Air Force didn't waste fuel and good men on a couple of German GIs.
No, they didn't. They wasted it on nuclear scientists.
What?
Tell me, Captain, what was the first British atomic bomb?
The Blue Danube. We lost the race to the Americans, but nonetheless made the bomb in the 1950s. That's the first one.
No, it wasn't.
Bullshit.
With the help of defectors from Nazi Germany brought in by Dennis John Doyle, Britain created an atomic device before the Yanks even dreamed of Hiroshima. Simply called the King Bomb. It's nothing compared to what we have now, but everything has to start somewhere.
Why did I not know about this?
Because it was a bad idea. The King Bomb was perfect in design, but very impractical. It was the size of my house, and I have a big one. The government decided it was unusable and scrapped the project. Problem was, at the same time, there was a high demand on the nuclear scientist market. There was the Manhattan Project, and the Russians weren't planning on being left behind. So, the fear was the Nazi defectors we had used would go freelance and make a nice living that side of the Iron Curtain. The government couldn't allow that.
So they had someone remove the problem.
Not just someone. Dennis John Doyle personally shot 26 men.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. He had gained their trust during their trip to the country. So one by one, he set up meetings.
What happened to Dennis John?
That's where things get really messed up. After the scientists had been rid of, the government had Dennis John and his wife killed. Yeah, that's the government you serve. There's more to it though. The parent and infant daughter, who was adopted by Dennis John's cousin. 25 years later, Mary Catherine Doyle was one of the very first women employed by the Special Air Service. She found a love there too. Lieutenant Ellis Montague. It was a real love as well. I mean, Montague took Mary Catherine's surname and eventually became Captain Ellis Howard Montague Doyle. They lived their military life, happily, without a clue about the Doyle family's mysterious history. But, as the universe would have it, eventually Mary Catherine got a hunch about her father's past. Together, the Doyle couple started digging deeper and deeper, but 1985, their house was broken into and both were shot point blank. It's understandable the government didn't want a scandal, but to set an SAS kill team.
Hold on now. That's fucking insane. How do you know it was an SAS operation, not a burglary gone sideways?
Because I was on that team. I stayed back. The job was to eliminate both Captain Montague Doyle and his wife. Nobody told us about a 13-year-old boy. We searched the house. I opened this closet and there he was. My mind raced and raced. I even raised the MP5, but I couldn't pull the trigger. Then again, I wasn't supposed to. We left and just left him. There. On his own.
And 7 years later, he walks into your recruitment office. And you decide to let him in the army, although the government was responsible for the death of this family!
I didn't know he knew. I had no idea this kid would become the worst treasonist this country has ever seen. I had to pay him back. I have been a part of destroying his childhood. So if that boy wanted the army, that's what I'd give him.
Family vendetta. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I only know why, not what.
Your part is done. The rest is up to me.
What happens next?
I'll find the bastard and put him down for good.
Yeah. What about me?
You.
Get down! It's an ambush stone.
Yeah, no shit. You alright there, Colonel?
Yeah. You?
I'm fantastic. That was a good catch there. Let's say you'll repay your debt.
Thank you, Captain. They must have been following me. Doyle knows I know.
Yeah. What is your fault? It's Doyle.
Oh, bollocks.
Answer.
Who, me?
Who do you think he's more likely to recognize?
Good point. Yeah?
I can't reach Steele.
Is everything okay?
Yes.
Good. Go get Brackett now. Team number 2 is on its way.
Who the fuck is Brackett?
I'm thinking. Ah! Shit.
What now?
Shit. It could be Milo Brackett, a genius / psychopath. The best computer hacker the world has ever seen.
Computer hacker?
Yes. He's made a fortune of himself of locking down banks and draining them empty. Fortunately, MI5 got a call on him and got him before he could get his hands on the Bank of England.
Bank of England? Is that even fucking possible?
If anyone could do it, he can.
And now Doyle's men are on their way to him. Where is he?
An SAS safe house not far from here. That's why I'm not too worried.
He should be. They found us. They'll find him too. Call your people now. Tell them to bring Beckett to my house.
Your house?
Vortex has already been there. Plus Doyle thinks I'm dead. For now. It's not the first place they'll come looking for Beckett. And when they do, they'll have to take him on my terms.
Could Doyle's plan be a computer attack?
I don't know, but you need to call your people now. Me and this Beckett fella have some discussing to do. Get in!
I didn't figure this was what you meant by a discussion. Not my investigation, but is this MIX protocol?
No, it's mine.
Okay. Okay, you piece of shit. Okay. Talk! Where's Doyle?
That's enough.
Where's Doyle?
That's enough! Talk, Beckett. Where's Howard Doyle?
You can't do this to me. It's illegal.
Illegal? Then what are you doing? We know you're working with Doyle. Just tell us where he is and we'll let your case lie.
There's no case for you. You have passed that line. I don't have to tell you anything. You can't hurt me.
Hurt you? Hurt you? You have to be fucking with me, Milo. I haven't hurt you one bit.
I'm not afraid of you, Jackstone. You're nothing. Nothing but a ghost story with the face.
That's right. That's right, Milo. I'm nothing but a ghost story. You know, growing up, ghosts and monsters used to scare me to death. The stories, they were frightening, of course, but the scariest part was the thought of the monsters coming to life, encountering a monster in the waking world. Horrifying thought. You know that fear. We will all have those nightmares. You're thinking of your worst nightmare right now, aren't you? Well, Milo, you're living it.
You can't hurt me.
You still don't get it, Milo, do ya? I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to destroy you limb by limb until you cry out Doyle's location!
I won't say shit.
Okay, okay then. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna be then. Okay, okay! Nice glasses. Let's play a little game. Imagine I crossed these. Think of how many shots would that make. Think of a number. 10, 100, 1,000. Settle on a number. Settle on a number. Got it? Okay. Okay. Now you know how many spots in your eyeballs would use some great decoration.
Stone.
Let's see how that will look like.
Sweden! He's in Sweden!
Sweden? Where in Sweden?
He said,
Did you kill him?
No, he passed himself out. Hyperventilation.
Sweden. I can't believe this good cop, bad cop thing could work.
That's still a lot of land to cover. We need a more precise location.
Would you have done it?
Done what?
The shots in the eyes thing. Would you have really done it?
But of course. What's the point in saying you're gonna do something if you're not ready to do it?
Jesus. You need to be in some sort of medication.
I am.
Good thing we didn't meet earlier then, Captain. Where's the world coming to? Good and evil. I don't think it's healthy, Captain, to see it all so black and white.
Black and white. No. I don't see good or evil. I see the right thing to do, and sometimes people who have different ideas get in my way. Move.
What are you doing?
Giving him a fucking haircut. What does it look like I'm doing?
Are you expecting visitors today, Captain?
No.
Vacuum cleaners.
Everybody move in.
Bracket! Wake up. Addington, come on, wake up. Come on now, you fucker. Come on. Come on, we need to get out of here. Come on. Isaac. Isaac! Sweden. Sweden.
Stone, what the hell is going on? There's police report of a massive shooting in Kent, in your neighborhood.
No time to explain that, bro. That Swede whose daughter Vortex murdered. What do they want from him?
Nothing, as far as official reports say. Although it appears that shortly afterwards, Mr. Ekholm sold his summer cottage at a 95% discount.
Where?
You told them what, Brickett?
Nothing. At least not enough to give us up. That Stone guy is crazy.
Anyone would go crazy after what I did to him. And knowing him, he'll turn every rock to find us.
If he comes here, I'll take care of him.
Did you not listen to a word I said 10 minutes ago, Clifton? Do you not know who Captain Jackson Stone is? The man's a bloody maniac. He slaughtered your men like nothing. Did you not get the hint when I invited every single Vortex member from all around the globe to be with us today? He's damn near unkillable. If he comes here, he will take every single miserable life on this island to get to me. Your job is to ensure he goes down with them. But even better would be if Brickett here gets the job done before Stone or anyone from the MIX gets here.
My job would be much easier if you didn't shout at us all the time.
Did I hear a complaint? You're about to break into the Bank of England. You're about to become one of the richest men in the world. All thanks to me and my mission. This is my life, my heritage, my vengeance. Start being useful and get it done! outside now!
Doyle! Come on, you bitch! I'll burn this shithole down! Come on now! Come on! Out here! Stop!
Good to see you, Jack. What brings you here? Now, before you do anything you'd regret, think about this. Which is more important? Taking my life or keeping yours? See, you think a lot has changed, but nothing really has. I'm always one step ahead of you.
Why?
I'm sure Mr. Addington blabbed everything about my family history, and I know what it sounds like. It sounds bad. But think about your parents, Stone. How did you become an orphan?
Let's say house fire. You know that.
Yes, I do. But what if it wasn't? Let's play a game. Imagine your parents were killed like mine. Imagine you found out your entire family history was erased because the government protecting its image. Would that not change your stance with that certain flag?
Not enough to commit treason and form a fucking terrorist organization.
See, that's probably the thing why I've done these things to you. You know, when you started out, you were nothing but a brash rookie, but I saw potential. I thought maybe this kid could help me. My cause. But after the job in Scotland, I knew you wouldn't be a turncoat no matter what. So since then, every time we sat down to talk about your next mission, I sort of hoped it would be the last time I saw you. But you kept coming back no matter what. And something told me it'd be useless trying to recruit you. That's what I tried to tell Richard Galbraith when I gave him an extra $1 million to eliminate you too.
You hired Galbraith to kill me.
Yes. In fact, McIvory, Hellenius, Chapman, Boswell, Falkenberg, they all had a fine idea you were coming. I sent you out on those countless suicide missions. And yet, you kept coming back, having done more than the Queen could wish for, every time. I really thought Galbraith would be the end of you, though. I warned him of your arrival, but he and I, we both underestimated you. At that point, I didn't know you were the best of the best. I knew you were good. I thought Galbraith was better. But that idiot kept blabbing and blabbing, and one thing I've learned over the years is not to give you a chance.
You're giving me one now.
But yet you aren't taking it. And I don't blame you. I'm glad you haven't gotten yourself voluntarily shot by Mr. Steele yet. You know, Mr. Steele here could very well be your match. See, do you think I like this? Any of this? Why'd you think I was such a lousy soldier? I don't like killing. I never have, and I never will. But yet, I left behind quite a trail of bodies.
Hundreds of innocent people! For what?
See, this is exactly what I mean. You know how they say that, in the end, you and I, we aren't so different after all. Well, that's not the case with us, Jack. Because you know nothing. Nothing about family. You've lived without one since you were little. You don't know what it feels like to have one, and you don't know how it feels like to have them taken away from you!
Think about the families you've destroyed, you spineless bitch!
Unfortunate! But necessary. Believe me, you will be the last soul taken by my actions. I wished it didn't have to come to this. But then again, you should thank me. I can only imagine what kind of a mess that head of yours is. Farewell, Jack.
It's easier to tell someone to pull the trigger than do it yourself.
True. Mr. Steele, relieve Mr. Stone of his misery.
You know, some time ago, I'd have followed you to hell and back. Now I'd do anything to leave you there.
I am in with...
End of the line, Howard.
You don't know, you don't understand, you couldn't. What are you waiting for? You're here to kill me, aren't you? Do it then! Come on! Shoot me! Kill me! And take the rest of your soul with me! Do it! Come on! It's an order, Stone!
No. I call the shots now.
I must say, I'm surprised of the outcome, Captain Stone. Good work. Word is, they want you promoted.
Thank you, sir.
You and I got off on the wrong foot, but don't get used to the hospitality. With all this MI6, MI7 merger hassle, I don't know how long they'll keep me around. I hear they're looking for someone more permanent, but who knows? Maybe we'll see each other again.
Excuse me, sir, but you are aware that I did resign from my duties before all this shit. I wanted Doyle. You gave me the chance to get him, but it's done now. You have no obligation to keep employing me.
Stone, you're the best man I've ever worked with. After reading your report, I'm pretty sure you're more of a weaponized brain than a lunatic. Seeing how you single-handedly dismantled the entire Vortex organization on your own. England needs men like you. And since I'm not a fan of bureaucracy, I'm glad to tell you that when you submitted your resignation to Doyle, he had already retired from Her Majesty's Secret Service. Which means your resignation never took effect in the first place. Your license to kill is as active as ever, and as far as I'm concerned, once you pass the physical test, again, you're ready to return to do what you do best. But it's your call. So this one's up to you, Stone.
Sir, I'll have to think about that.